Good day, Zimbabwe. Welcome to The Screenshot, a platform for the youth created by the youth to change, innovate, and perpetuate a better Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your host, Breakley Spanda, Upei Wama 2000. Today, Tatsikwane Province, Tinyana Kuru Arkuva Kumsoro, the government, the junior government of Zimbabwe. I would love for them to introduce themselves.
My name is Honorable Akumzi Kumalo, the Member of Parliament for Bulawayo East Constituency and the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Bulawayo Metropolitan Province.
My name is Honorable Unati Kulim Lalazi. I am a Junior Member of Parliament for Pumula Constituency and a Child Minister of Information, Communications, Technology, Postal and Courier Services in Zimbabwe.
Certainly. We'd love to acknowledge the presence of the ministers here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to pose a question for you, Honorable Akumzi Kumalo. I'd love for you to give us a rundown on what is your post and what is expected from you as the Minister of State.
Okay, so I'm the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution in the Bulawayo Metropolitan Province. This is to say, I deal with provincial affairs, everything that happens in the province, in all the ministries like Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, Ministry of Mines and whatnot. Every ministry that has a hand in the Bulawayo Metropolitan Province has to undergo through me so that I see that provincial affairs are well catered for. I'm also responsible for the distribution of power, that is devolution, how power runs down effectively and appropriately. I guess that's just the basic of it.
Yes, thank you. Minister Unati, I see that you're already rubbing shoulders with tech giants in Zimbabwe. Can you please give us a rundown on what is expected from you as the Minister of ICT?
Well, we all have to agree that we live in a digitalized environment. So my role is basically to get familiar and familiarize my fellow parliamentarians with ICT, simply technology and the internet information and all.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So, posing a question for the Junior Parliament, mainly directed to Honorable Akumzi, the Minister of State. So, how do you actually govern or to solace the impact of Junior Parliament within the people?
Okay, so people usually say that Junior Parliament is ineffective. Junior Parliament does not have an impact. I would like to say that is not necessarily true. There are other things that we do. We cater for the children's rights. For instance, this year's theme is planning and budgeting for children's rights since 2010. This is to say that we want to make sure that each and every right of each and every child and youth is well catered for and fully addressed and fully budgeted for. So we are like the mediator between the youth and the senior government, where we stand in the gap and represent each and every youth. So I would like to say that Junior Parliament is indeed effective and impactful.
Thank you, thank you. So, ma'am, yes. I would love to pose a question for you. Considering the digital divide that is there within the Republic of Zimbabwe, for example, urban areas and rural areas, we have seen that there are certain marginalized areas that don't have access to certain tech gadgets, for example, Wi-Fi, etc. And now we see that the world is moving from into a digitalized era where we see the presence of Starlink making waves within the nation. So how do you seek to address those kind of problems as a junior minister, and not as a senior minister, but as a junior minister in your own performer?
Well, I would love to say I've already addressed this issue and I have sat down with my senior minister and we spoke about the marginalized areas. So they have planned that they are going to make them a priority now, that they reach and have access to free internet and get access also to free education about the internet and technology.
Certainly. Thank you. That was very... I hear you saying you have sat down with the minister. Why didn't you invite me? I would have loved to be there, also to be in the presence, in the midst of big people. So, Honorable Akumzi Kumalo. So, from you as the incoming or as the new minister, newly elected minister of state, you've seen that the projects that we've done from the previous parliament sessions, and there's now a continuation within the parliamentary system. So now we want to understand, how are you as the newly elected minister of state going to continue from what others left off?
Okay, you're killing me there, but it's okay. Yes. So they've done what they did best, and they've tried their best to really address what really concerns the junior life in Zimbabwe. I look forward to bringing about new ideas. Consider that I'm a leader that does not work alone. I've got a handful of MPs that I work with. I've got a handful of ministers. For instance, we need to work and address each and every school. That every school needs to have internet access, free Wi-Fi and whatnot. So we are going to come up with strategies and policies that we're going to be able to implement even in the city. New projects like awareness campaigns, not necessarily drug and substance abuse awareness, but awareness about your mental health, awareness about your internet, awareness about cyberbullying, awareness about enterprises and things that you can engage on as youth to make yourself a few bucks, because we are tired of people that go to the parents and say, hey mom, can I have money for data? Mom, can I have money for that? Youths need to begin learning how to be independent. We need to address that by opening up avenues for the youths to make finance for themselves. So those are just the highlights of what we're going to be working on. This Friday, you can join us if you'd like. We are having a meeting with the junior parliamentarians of Bulawayo Metropolitan. We're going to be talking about that.
Okay, directing back to you. So we've seen that the society is very mesmerized by how you look as an individual, with the flashy blazer, the flashy gold tie, etc., looking fresh and slick. But now we want to understand the real nuances of junior parliament. Do you feel like the junior parliament system is very effective for the youth of Zimbabwe?
Okay, I feel like, in fact, I know it's effective. So leadership is not about what you put on. Leadership is about the mentality that you have. My personal vision is to be a representative of the youth, to stand in the gap for the youth and speak out the things that the youth cannot do. Junior Parliament gives me that platform, hence it's effective. Tell you, in Mount Hampton, when we were debating and whatnot, we were talking about a few things that concern the youth, addressing things that are of paramount importance to the youth. We talked about this regardless of the blazers that we were wearing, because that was of importance to us. So I think, yeah, it is effective.
Okay, thank you. So directing the question to the beautiful Minister of ICT. So I would love to know a certain performer including in your CV. Do you feel like you're a minister by virtue of saying that you're just a minister, or do you feel like you have that insightful impact that you can actually exert onto the community?
Well, thank you for saying I'm beautiful. Moving on, I feel like I am a minister because I have the potential to change the digital world.
Okay.
Yes, it's not only about, of course it is nice to be called a minister, an honorable, but then there is more to it. Just as Akumzi had said, we are leaders not because we wanted the positions and what to put on, but then we are leaders because we wanted to seek change and we wanted to be the voice of our fellow students.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Minister of State, a thought-provoking question for the audience. The audience had many questions. For example, number one question is, how many constituencies are there in Bulawayo Metropolitan Province?
A handful of constituencies are there in Bulawayo Metropolitan.
A handful?
Yeah, a handful.
Wow, Minister, I'm very impressed by your numbers. A handful. That's
yeah,
nice.
I do math for a living. Handful is like one of the greatest numbers, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it? Certainly. Okay, so ma'am, last question for you, ma'am. I would love to know what is it that you would love to see being done for the junior parliament regarding its direct link to the junior parliament?
Well, I feel like as the Minister of ICT,
yes,
I would love to see a digitalized Zimbabwe and an innovation economy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a way. So, sir, what would I provide you that would make your term very fruitful, if I could give you anything?
What would you provide me?
Yes.
Okay, you would provide me a stadium filled with youths that have passion to innovate,
yes,
and a podium for me to address them and tell them that there's a better tomorrow, and they just should hope and believe in their potential and act on it, because who knows, tomorrow is your day.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, on our next segment, we will have the charismatic, the dramatic, either way, but then we will have our Minister of Mines and Mining Development joining us after the break. Zimbabwe, Welcome to the second segment of the screenshot. Now we're being joined by the Deputy Minister of Mines and Mining Development. We'd love her to introduce herself.
Hi, I am Fifi Moyo from Bloeo. I am the Minister of Mines and Development.
Thank you, Fifi Moyo. We are very honored to have you amidst us. As we were saying, ladies and gentlemen, we would love to know from Fifi herself, what are the main roles of the Junior Deputy Minister of Mines and Mining Development within the ministry?
Oh, my role in this ministry is to help my Minister of Mines, my Junior Minister of Mines, in helping her fix and develop the country with the resources we gain from mining. And I am here to help in the youth sector, to help youths get mine claims and mining training and mining development skills for future improvement in that department of the country.
Okay, thank you. That was a very, very good rundown. So I'd love to pose a question to you as ladies within the civic space. So what is it that defines you as a civic leader, as a civic youth leader?
I feel like it's leading with innovation and integrity, being able to meet the challenges and expectations of people. Because after all, I am a leader, but I am there to represent my age mates. Yeah.
I feel like it's more of service. Leadership is service. So serving our country or people that are directly invested in our position.
Okay, thank you for that one. So I would love to pose a question to the Minister of ICT and you also, ma'am, Moya. So I would love to know, which is one policy that you would love to see being implemented or pushed forward that you're working on a personal basis that you would love to see being implemented someday within the government or within the country itself?
Well, I feel like the policy of access to a digital network. Yeah.
I believe in a policy of safety and well care of the people that work under mining and have direct interest in mining.
Okay, so recently you have seen the sharp rise in these people anamakorokoza okweja within the society that's actually threatening the safety of the country, the safety of people, and especially the safety of youths. For example, here at NAST, like there are artisanal miners at NAST, and the youth go there to seek education, but then their safety is gambled with because of those illicit activities. How do you seek to address that as a Junior Minister of Mines and as a person who lobbies for rise and safety for the youth?
I believe these people that have been attacking or claiming to attack these students, I feel like the ministry in itself has no direct link. However, I do believe that this has to be addressed by higher officials, that they have to find a way to stop these terroristic kind of acts in this industry.
Okay, thank you for the question. It's a very, very deep question. So, ma'am, I would love to know, within the midst of misinformation and propaganda being spread on social media, how do you seek as a ministry to address this problem and also reclaim and actually reserve and preserve the right of expression freely online?
Just like there are campaigns on drugs, I feel like there have to be more campaigns on cyberbullying and all of that, because we live in a digitalized environment. So I feel like my age mates and everyone else in Zimbabwe has to feel safe in the cyberspace, right? So I feel like the implementation of those campaigns and letting people know about the Section 164B that is strictly against cyberbullying in the Constitution of Zimbabwe. Yes.
Okay. So Ms. Fifi Moyo, using the powers vested in you by the Junior Parliament and you being the Junior Minister of Mines and Mining Development, etc., we would love to know what is it that you actually seek to do for the youth?
I set to help in the mining schools to help students have a good training, a good exposure to our mining. And I hope that we can further implement mine claims to youths that are innovative, that have ideas, that have great structure that they can bring to this mining industry, and that it can help us develop our country using these resources for good investment in this country.
Thank you. So as a whole, I would love to know from you guys as females, how has you being in junior governance actually championed feminism forward? And how do your youths or your fellow peers take you as leaders?
I feel like the inclusiveness of females help promote that women do have power.
Yes.
They do have structure in either politics or whatever they are doing.
Okay.
I feel like it helps empower people, show them that it's not only for men to do.
Thank you.
Well, from where I come from, I have noticed that most girls did not have the confidence and belief in themselves that they're going to do it. But then seeing me in this black blazer that has never existed in my constituency makes them believe in themselves. So I feel like this has helped a lot of girls know and be aware of their abilities.
Thank you, certainly. So I'd love to know, like, on a random, how was your first time feeling of you stepping into the Parliament building at Mount Hampton? How did you feel? How was it? The lights, the ZPC crew, seeing the National Guard there, etc.?
For starters, the building is very beautiful. It is very thrilling to enter such a place in this time. Usually it will be scary for some people, but I found it exciting because I got to see a different side of the Parliament, that there is beauty and there is things that you can enjoy like that.
So the question to Ms. Nati, I'd love for you to leave a message for the youth, for how can they actually become a minister, or how can they become part of the junior parliament, and what is it that is expected from them within the junior parliament, and how can they actually exceed the levels that you have reached?
Okay, firstly, there are interviews that are usually conducted for junior parliament elections, and there you have to be a good speaker and be able to convince people to vote for you. Well, to get to the ministry post, it is a lot of work there, but I feel like if you want to do it, then you can do it. What is expected of you as a junior parliament? There you are advocating for the rights of children, yet you have to be the voice, and you also have to hear what your fellow age mates need. Then you go there forward and represent them.
So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Today we Tantatsikwane province, government. So ladies and gentlemen, we would love to sign out with a certain bow to our ministers, gracing them with the respect that they deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, this screenshot hosted by a corporate pay, Upay Wama 2K, Breakless Banda, signing out.